Hello everybody, welcome to the beginning of Looking Glass Insects, which is chapter 4 in Subarashiki Hibi. Now, I'm really quite excited to read this, honestly. I've been looking forward to it all day, if I'm going to be honest. And let's be honest, ever since I finished the first Kimika ending for It's My Own Invention. But yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about this chapter. I've heard that it's not only one of the most dark chapters in the visual novel, but at the same time I've also heard that it's the best chapter. And it's a chapter that's really, really worth reading. So I am excited for it, and I really do wonder what's going to happen. My biggest question is this going to be a remake of, well, not really a remake, but a retelling and an alternate perspective of the events that are going on in It's My Own Invention? Or is it going to be something that's entirely new? Is it even going to be in the timeline of everything that goes on? Or is it going to be set in the past? Who knows? Yeah, there's a lot I'm really quite excited for. I know nothing about this chapter. I do wonder. Normally, in the beginning of the chapter, when we're thrown straight into everything, we're going to get some sort of reflection moment, some sort of moment of the main character really just giving us their pure thoughts, really. Nothing more, nothing less, just their honest thoughts. That's what we got in chapter 2 and chapter 3, so I do wonder if we're going to get it in chapter 4. Yeah, I'm really quite excited for this. I've got no idea what to expect. I've heard that it's a good story. That's the only thing I know. Right, here we go. Yeah, no, yeah, oh my god, that's hilarious. So this is the first line. Yeah, because if I'm going to be honest, I actually looked and I searched on the internet to see what a looking glass insect was and if I could get any information on the name. This is what I found. And I found some really quite odd artwork as well. Through the looking glass and what Alice found there. It's Zakuro. I wonder what the context is. And if you're not good directly, she added. I'll put you through into Looking Glass House. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't really know. How would you like that? Now, if you'll only attend, Kitty. And not talk so much. I'll tell you all my ideas about Looking Glass. That's actually really quite unusual. I'm kind of reading this from a perspective that knows nothing about this novel, so I do hope that this story here is going to tell me more about it. First, there's the room you can see through the glass. That's just the same as our drawing room, only things go the other way. I can see all of it when I get up upon a chair. Oh, but the bit behind the fireplace. Oh, I do so wish I could see that bit. Interesting that Zakuro's saying this, and yet at the same time we don't have voice lines. You would have thought that if Zakuro's saying this in the backlog, there would be just emphasis of the fact that Zakuro is the person saying it. Interesting that she's not. I want so much to know whether they have a fire in the winter. You never can tell, you know. Unless our fire smokes, and then smoke comes up in that room too. But that may only be pretense. I suppose you can't tell, but couldn't you smell it? Wouldn't it be really quite difficult to replicate the smell of fire? just to make it look as if they've had a fire.
本はこっちの本と似てるけど、でも言葉が逆向きになってるの。
Well then, the books are something like our books, only the words go the wrong way.
それは知ってるんだ。だってね、私本を一冊鏡に向けてみたら、向こうでも一冊こっちに向けるんだもの。
I know that because I've held up one of our books to the glass, and then they hold up one in the other room.
鏡の世界には美しいものがあるのかしら。
Interesting that she's really echoing now. I wonder if there are beautiful things in the world of mirrors.
鏡の世界には楽しいものがあるのかしら。
Firstly, isn't it ironic to think about the fact that Kagami is mirror in Japanese? If I'm going to be honest, that was the first thing I thought when I heard Kagami's name. But also it's the case that I really do wonder if this is going to address just the really weird elements of the story. The elements where we not only have Yuki, but we also have Kagami, Tsukasa, really odd personalities that vary depending on the perspective. And also personalities that, let's be honest, like Kagami said, we know nothing about. We genuinely know nothing about.
鏡の世界の私はまるでこの私のようにつまらない顔をしている。
Myself in the world of mirrors makes a bored face, just like I do.
つまらない世界にいるこの私と同じ顔をしている。
The same bored face as the person in this boring world.
なぜアリスは鏡の世界はこことは違うと思ったのかしら。
I wonder why Alice thought the world of mirrors was different than ours.
いいえね。そりゃあ鏡の世界は逆に見えたし、暖炉の煙は本当の火かどうかは気になるかもしれない。
No, she saw that the world was reversed, and she wondered if the smoke coming from the fireplace was real. Oh, this is interesting. I think I can kind of apply this to Subarashiki now. I'm going to read it and then I'm going to try and interpret it, by the way, if you're wondering.
「でも鏡の世界の私だってつまらない顔をしているのだから、あっちはあっちでつまらないのかもしれない。
But even in the world of mirrors, I'm still making a bored face. That side might be boring too.
私ならそう考えてしまう。
That's what I think.
鏡の世界だってここと同じ。
The world of mirrors is just like this one.
でもアリスには鏡の世界は素晴らしく映った。
But to Alice, the world of mirrors looked like a wonderful place.
ねえ子猫ちゃん、あなたは鏡の世界のお家に住んでみたいかしら。
How would you like to live in Looking Glass House, Kitty?
あっちだとミルクがもらえるかしら。ああ、でも、鏡の世界のミルクはあんまり美味しくないかもしれないわ。
Wonder if they give you milk in there. Perhaps Looking Glass milk isn't good to drink. A very strange phrase, but I see
で
what she
も、
means.
あれ？なんかちょうど廊下のとこまでやってきたみたい。
But oh, Kitty, now we come to the passage.
鏡の世界のお家ではほんのちょっとだけ廊下を覗けるの。
Oh, that's weird.
書斎のドアを思いっきり開いておくと、
You can just see a little peep of the passage in Looking Glass House if you leave the door of our drawing room wide open.
それでね、見える場所はこっちの廊下とそっくりなんだけど、
And it's
で
very
も
like
その
our
向こうは
passage.
全然違う世界なのかもしれない。
And it's very like our passage as far as you can see. Only you know it might be quite different on beyond.
鏡の国のお家の方に抜けられたら楽しいのに。
Oh, Kitty, how nice it would be if we could only get through
ねえ子猫ちゃん、
into Looking Glass House.
もう絶対に絶対すっごく綺麗なものがあると思う。
I'm sure it's got such beautiful things in it. Oh. And now are we looking at Yuki's perspective? I'd assume so. Well, I suppose it's a scene change. Good indication of me. It's a good cue for me to start beginning to try to tell what the fuck is going on. It's actually really interesting. So a world that is filled with mirrors, and you look in it, yeah, even though at the same time the world is completely reversed as compared to the world you were living in, it feels the same. But I suppose even though it is reversed, it is the same world that was original. Like, if something's reversed, let's say we have two objects. No. Let's say if we have two videos, one of them is reversed. Two of the same videos and one of them is reversed. Even though that video appears reversed, it still technically has the same origin, and it existed from the same video as the other video did. Maybe it's kind of like that with these worlds, and maybe that's why she feels they're the same. That was such a horrible explanation, but I see what I hope you guys see what I mean. Interesting that if you're not good directly, it's kind of like a punishment. Yeah. Yeah, no. So maybe whoever this kitty is, they didn't actually want to attend whatever this is and attend this. I don't know. It is unusual, this. But I suppose what the Looking Glass house is, it's a house that is full of mirrors, and whatever it is, it has a reverse interpretation of the world, but the only thing is, it's kind of hard to tell whether it's supernatural or not. If it's not supernatural, then I suppose you could interpret it quite differently. Things go the other way. It is odd. And you can see all of it when you get upon a chair. I do wonder if this is all metaphorical, because if it is, then maybe you could say that, I don't know, you can't really see it. You can't see the world if you're just in the... You can't really see the truth of the world, and you can't see everything that's going on if you're in a normal human perspective, so you've got to rise up from that perspective, or something like that. I don't know. I need to picture this. I need to think of a room and then just view it. Okay. Right. My picture's really, really weird, so... Oh, I don't know, it's... No, I will share it. It's fucking odd. It will be a fun thing to listen about, so... What I'm imagining is a house that has similar colours to Yuki's house, and then I'm imagining those shitty carnival maze games that are ironically glass mazes, and then I'm just imagining... if you know Mario 64, Snowman's Land, that part where you're in the igloo, and there are loads of walls of snow, and I'm kind of imagining... Not walls of snow, but ice. Glass walls, and I'm imagining just after those walls of glass, you can just look into them and you can view a completely different world that is a complete reverse, and it's another orientation and rotation. The land, the sites that you can see have been transformed in that glass, and I imagine everything looking so unusual, and I also imagine, just to make it a bit more interesting, mazes as well. No, wait. But the only thing is I need to amend my imagination, because... Amend my imagination? Who fucking uses phrases like that? But still, I need to, because I forgot about the fireplace. I need to put that in the image as well. And then maybe I'm going to raise the glass up, because you can't actually fully see it unless you go on a chair. So I'm kind of imagining something basic so that I can try and grasp the concept. So that's interesting. So you feel omniscient and you can see everything that goes on in the world, but at the same time, there is just that one little bit you can't see. And I mean, if you think about it with regards to fires. Wait, let's read the bit about fires and then I'll make a comment. Yeah, so it's really interesting. So it's as if somebody is outside a world and they are looking into the world that whoever is inside the world is having. It's really unusual. But it does kind of make sense for Subahibi contexts. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can't necessarily analyze everything that goes on in your world to another world. And maybe that's kind of like how we read Subahibi. Maybe because of the fact that we have so little idea of what's going on and all of the challenging moral questions as well. Maybe some of them are so challenging that we can't just use our morals to reason it out. We need to properly learn their point of view so that we can actually begin reasoning it out. I don't know. And that's interesting. I think that obviously shows whatever is going to happen in this chapter. Okay, all this dialogue is going to be really relevant. Can I just mention that? And isn't it interesting that in chapter 3 we had stuff about Takuji being really feeling like he's distant, like he's isolated, and now we're seeing stuff like this. Yeah, but the only thing is, I mean, the world of mirrors, why would it be a different world compared to ours? Isn't it just a reflection and an indication of our reality? But then again, I mean, we can't necessarily see everything that's going on in the mirror world. What if whatever's behind the fireplace is different? I mean, it may be something small, but it could still be different. We can never see it or prove it, either. So it's just interesting in chapter 3, we saw something about being distanced, and now we feel. Maybe this could be a metaphor for alienation and just the fact that you feel so disconnected from the world. And it would make sense for somebody as lonely as Zakuro. You feel so disconnected from everything around you that it's as if you're in a house and you're staring at everything that is going on and you can't make sense of it. You can make sense of it, but at the same time it's not something you can ever go to or imagine or experience. Yeah, even though everything is wrong, even though everything is distorted, it reminds me of Takuji's message at the end of episode 3. Yeah, just seek beauty and happiness wherever you go. Even if you're a fucking psychopathic criminal. But, okay. Let's just leave that detail out. Yeah, and isn't that interesting, her feelings of boredom? Yeah, and that just totally shows how. Well, it shows the mental state of her and how quote unquote happy she is. She is not happy, by the way. Just to clear that up. Yeah, but that is actually reasonable. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. And it is interesting that a world that's entirely the same in essence, because of the fact that it has smoke, that even though it's burning from your fireplace, it's hard to tell whether it's burning in their fireplace. You know what? I'm going to look at the context for this tomorrow, I think. Get a little bit more intel. Fuck! I don't know if I'm going to be able to read tomorrow. Okay, I'll try. Oh, I really hope I can. If I'm going to be honest, I've got parents' evening tomorrow. And it's going on really quite late. So, yeah. It's just such an unimaginable concept, if I'm going to be honest, and it's so interesting. Yeah, no. So Looking Glass House is the house that can be seen within the mirrors, I'm assuming. And, yeah. Oh, that's it. Yeah, no. Oh, yeah, that's really, really interesting. I think that's just a subtle way of saying that this story is going to be very similar to... Oh, yeah, I like this. The story is going to be very similar to the one that we're seeing at the moment, but at the same time, for example, look at the fire. It was burning, but at the same time you had the doubt of whether it was real or not, whether it was genuine. So maybe this is going to be the same world as usual, but at the same time there are going to be things that we doubt, and maybe it's going to be like in It's My Own Invention, just seeing how deluded and how supernatural or how deceivingly supernatural things can become. And it's interesting, that escapism as well. Yeah. You don't even know where you want to go. You don't even know if a place is good, and yet you still want to do it just to get out of the real world, even though it's exactly the same. It's just for pure curiosity. A Sunday afternoon. Oh, is this Takuji? A Sunday afternoon. A department store roof. I happened to spot someone I knew. Is it Zakuro? That person always wore a different face. Oh, shit. That was very, very unusual. Okay. This is... What's... Ooh, he's smoking. That's not really something I would have expected Takuji to do. Mamiya-kun. Who are you? Yeah, so obviously this is the part before Takuji has the potential to obviously go rabid. But, oh my god. That's interesting. We've never seen him smoke before. We've seen him use a certain... We've seen him do things that are a bit inappropriate in terms of... Okay, we've seen him masturbate, but we haven't seen him smoke. Yeah. Oh my god, we actually have seen him. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that scene with Tsubasa's lot. Who are you? You really think he cares? To be honest, there are a lot of people who smoke, do drugs, do anything in this school. Yeah, he was smoking even though he's underage and is in his school uniform too. I don't really think Mamiya-kun is a lowlife, but I think after looking at all of his life, you really think that it's not understandable that someone like this would be stressed enough and damaged enough to want to smoke in order to drown out pain. I really, really think that's the case. I don't really think Mamiya-kun is a lowlife, but
こんなところで奇遇ですね。
what a coincidence seeing you here.
奇遇。まあそうなのかな。
He sounds miserable. A coincidence? Well, I suppose so. Yeah. A disinterested response came back at me. What's this? He might be harder to get along with than I thought. Interesting that she's actually trying, though, and also interesting to think about the fact that even though she's in her school uniform, she's skipping lessons and completely going out of the school building in order to go here. What's this? He might be harder to get along with than I thought. But it's strange. I'm terribly shy. No, and yet at the same time she wants to get to know this person, even though he's smoking and he might seem as a lowlife and he's disinterested. I'm terribly shy. And I hate lowlifes. Yeah. Someone smoking here at a time like this might be the kind of person who would hurt me, but for some reason I talk to him. Yeah, it just totally shows loneliness at its peak, really. I mean, even though the fact that she's shy, she's just... Maybe it's just the case that she's so lonely and she's so desperate to talk to people that she doesn't even care whether they're lowlifes or not. I mean, she instinctively knows she shouldn't be talking to people like Takuji, but at the same time she does. But for some reason I talk to him.
間宮君って
Mamiya-kun, are you...
不良？
God, she's direct. A lowlife?
違うと思う。
I don't think so.
でもタバコ
But you're smoking.
そうだね。
I guess so.
ついでに学校の成績も悪いし、授業もよくサボってる。
My grades are terrible, and I skip class all the time.
なら不良？
So a lowlife?
不良ならいじめられてなんかいないし、
Reasonable,
みんなか
yeah.
ら肝がられたりしてないんじゃない？
Yeah, completely reasonable. Yeah, if I was, I wouldn't be getting bullied. Everybody wouldn't think I was disgusting, would they? Yeah. Because lowlives are usually at the top of the tree. He's a victim, and this is the thing about Takuji. He is the most damaged person, I think. He is easily one of the most damaged people I've read anything about in a visual novel, to be honest. I mean, the amount he's had to go through, it's nothing short of insane. It really isn't. It really is just nothing short of insane.
キモい？
Disgusting? He thinks he's disgusting. But Mamiya-kun is...
綺麗な顔立ちしてると思うけど。
Yeah, and it's interesting because Zakuro, always what she does is she is the one person who can see the good in Takuji. No one else can, I swear to God. And nobody else tries to as well. I mean, he's somebody who is really, really bullied, and everybody, like he says, I mean, let's be honest, he probably imagines it a bit too much, and some people, he hasn't talked to them, so obviously they draw conclusions about him without actually knowing what he's like. But, well, then again, I mean, he doesn't want to talk to people, I don't blame him. But, yeah, people draw false conclusions. Nobody wants to talk to him, and as a result of that, he's probably going to be really quite stricken by what Zakuro is saying.
だからキモいんじゃない？
Oh, never mind, no.
細くて、
No, he's a brick wall, he's gonna take a lot of convincing.
白くて、バカで。
None of that matters,
あと
man.
いろいろ。
A lot of other stuff. Oh, I wonder what? God. Yeah, isn't that why I'm disgusting? I'm skinny and short and pale and stupid and lots of other stuff.
キモいんだ。
Yeah, and it's interesting that he is so disinterested in people that there is somebody right there who he doesn't even know, and yet at the same time he's not only spilling out all of his thoughts, but he's also just talking about the bad, and he only sees the bad as well. I mean, it doesn't surprise me because he's smoking, but still. Dude, he's underage. Where does he even get those cigarettes from, I wonder? I don't know if corner shops or something in Japan exist and they sell cigarettes to people or something ridiculous. What? Huh? What the fuck? I heard he used to be, but now most people are afraid of him. What? How? Even if there are people who avoid him because they're scared of him, I don't think anyone would bully him. But he feels differently. And unlike me, he can... No fucking way. Are you telling me that Takuji and Yuki have reversed roles? Oh my fucking god. I feel like... I don't know why, but I just instinctively feel like that. And unlike me, he carries a few things with him. For instance...
間宮君はナイフとか持ってるんでしょ？それって不良だからじゃないの？
That's interesting. You carry a knife, don't you? Isn't that because you're a lowlife?
オタクだから。
What? It's because I'm an otaku. Huh?
オタクだからサバイバルナイフを持ってるんだよ。
I have a survival knife because I'm an otaku.
そうなの？
Really?
そうだよ。今時オタクじゃなきゃナイフなんて持ってないよ。
Yeah, nowadays only otakus carry knives around. Right. Okay. Say that to the police, okay? I wonder if that's true. He doesn't even know it's true. I love that.
ナイフ持ってる不良なんかいないよ。バタフライナイフを忍ばせるなんて。だいぶ前の不良だよ。
And yet otakus like him can. Where's the logic? No low lives take knives around them with them anymore. What about Tomosane Yuki? Well, Yuki Tomosane even. They haven't been able to carry concealed knives for quite a while. Isn't that ironic? Maybe it's just subtly saying that he isn't a lowlife somehow. So that's interesting to think about the fact that Zakuro knows the fact that Takuji is someone who carries a knife and obviously has a really, really, let's be honest, deadly. He has lots of deadly connotations, and yet at the same time she's still trying to talk to him, and if I'm going to be honest, I feel like she's really, really not being scared easily. Scared away. Oh my god. Now only otakus have them. Only disgusting freaks who talk to themselves have knives. Interesting that that's what you think an otaku is. I always thought that an otaku is just a person who really, really likes anime and likes it degeneratively. So if you've read Class of '09, Jeffy, or Jeffrey even. Oh my god, Jeffy, I really just said that. Jeffrey, seriously. Yeah, that's interesting.
街を歩くと黒いリュックを持った霜降りジーンズのネルシャツだけが警察に持ち物検査されるんだよ。
So the only people who get searched by the police are the ones carrying black bags and wearing bleached jeans and flannel shirts. I love the fact that Subarashiki is quite literally saying, oh wow, yeah, it's alright for me to do knife crime. Oh, it's Subarashiki, it doesn't surprise me, but what is a flannel shirt? I don't know what that is. Oh my god, that was not what I was expecting. It's these things. I'm seriously surprised. Bleached jeans though, that's hilarious.
Dev が僕みたいに極端に痩せたメガネ
fat girls or skinny kids with glasses like me. Right.
間宮君メガネじゃないよ。
But you don't wear glasses. What, is it because he thinks of himself as a nerd?
いじめでよく殴られたからベコベコになっちゃったからつけてない。
Jesus, that's horrible. Fucking hell. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that in this chapter we have Takuji? It seems as if he's a real victim, but instead of completely hiding away, he's been a person who... Oh, he's just going to get himself into more and more trouble. I can't believe that. Yeah, I got punched a lot by my bullies. I don't wear them anymore since they're broken. That's insane. And that really just shows how bad of a home life he has as well. I mean, and how shit his parenting is. He doesn't have new glasses because he physically can't get them. What I find really interesting about all of this as well is the fact that... Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Well, no. So he carries a knife as a means of defense, and he is somebody who loads of people were scared of. And he's probably a seriously off-putting person. But that's because he's had all of this character change because of the fact that he's been bullied so much.
それって見えるの？
Yeah, then how can you
見
see?
えないよ。
I can't.
よく見えないから僕は人の顔を覚えないし
Yeah, no, I don't blame him.
だから成績だって悪い。
That must be hell. That really must be. I can't see very well, so it's hard to remember people's faces. And I can't really make out what's on the blackboard either. That's why my grades are so bad.
それって不便じゃ。
It is, yeah, seriously. But this is the thing. Why would Takuji, someone as victimized as Takuji, want to talk to the school? Why would he feel that he could trust people like that? And if anything, the school is the source of all of this bullying and all of this tragedy. So why would he then want to trust them with an issue? I certainly wouldn't if I was him. God, if I was him, I'm very happy that I'm not him. I think everybody is, let's be honest here. Isn't that a problem?
見えない方がいい人間だっているよ。
There were people who were better off blind.
別に僕は目が良くなんかなりたくない。
I don't really want to be able to see. I felt that I could understand it. The reason... That's interesting, yeah, the reason why I called out to him. The boy who carries a knife because he's an otaku. Yeah, no, it's interesting that. But it's also really interesting that's just such a subtle comment. You don't want to get your glasses fixed because of the fact that you don't want to see people's faces. You don't have any interest in people. But of course, I mean, let's be honest, it's only a fair reaction. Look at how fucking awfully this person has been treated. I mean, Nishimura and Numata, that disgusting scene. I mean, it totally makes sense. I saw this one little interpretation that people think after that scene he actually began having DID. If you don't know what it is, just search it up, but like search up DID, mental illness. But yeah, it is interesting that, and I do wonder if that's psychologically correct. Who doesn't get his glasses fixed because he doesn't want to see? I know him. No, I know his... Oh, yeah, totally. These people are victims. They really are. And if I'm going to be honest, I do really wonder what it would be like if these two people had a genuine relationship. I do wonder if they're going to have a relationship that's more like Kimika's relationship here. Because if I'm going to be honest, Takuji seems less like a degenerate here and more like a person who is just... He's less degenerative, but he's more damaged and depressed. And look at the cigarettes as well. I don't know though, because at the moment he isn't really taking any care for Zakuro. There's no desire related things. Oh, that's weird. No, I know his world. It's just like the world of... Oh yeah, I like that analogy because of the fact that she's looking into the mirrors, and though it's not exactly the same, and obviously you can't see what's coming out of the fireplace, and I suppose you could symbolize the smoke for maybe anger, tragedy, pain, just all of the horrible emotions you get from bullying, and it's kind of as if they share worlds because of the fact that they have similar feelings. Because let's be honest, they do. Your world is mine, so is your liver. It reflects beautifully. That world reflects me. Yeah, no, totally. My boring face. The me reflected in the world of mirrors is also boring. Mamiya-kun laughed. Bored.
死ぬまでなるべく少ない風景を見た方が楽じゃない？
A lot of really interesting stuff here. Yeah, because this is the thing, if you're a bully and you're a horrible person, you're respected sometimes. And that's the most awful thing about just schools in general, really. He can't positively take a compliment. This is insane. I really can't believe this, if I'm going to be honest. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that Zakuro is probably one of the only people that Takuji has there that would actually listen to him, that wouldn't judge him, that would, just from a totally neutral perspective. Well, I mean, obviously, maybe it's a bit positive because of the fact that Zakuro was saying that his face looked beautiful and she didn't fully feel that we were a lowlife, but yeah. Isn't it easier to see as little as possible until you die?
だってさ、生きてて目に見えるものなんか、僕に
Reasonable.
とっては大半が不愉快なもんだもんね。
After all, most of the things I've seen in my life have been unpleasant. Reasonable. So why would you want to see any more? Yeah, it's just so pessimistic as
ほ
well.
ら、あのカップル。
Look, that couple.
なんか微妙に美人じゃね？でも男もイケメンだし。
She's really beautiful, right? And the guy's handsome too.
ああいうのを見ると、なんかさ、
When I see something like that, it's kind of...
みんな最も痛い死に方すればいいとか思うよね。
makes me wish for them to die in the most painful way possible.
なんかあの顔とか硫酸で溶けちゃったりさ、もうドロドロのビチャビチャで痛い痛いってさ。
Okay, let's be honest, everybody has thoughts like these, but not everybody vocally says them to a person who, I mean, obviously she's going to be neutral. I think a person like Zakuro, she's not really going to tell anybody. She's going to be a bit creeped out. She'll walk away. Nothing will happen. That's the end of the story. Takuji doesn't care if he upsets other people because, let's be honest, somebody like him has had so much pain and upset from other people that why would it be the case that they would care about others' feelings? They care about their own feelings too much to care about other people's feelings in this case, I think. Yeah, God. Or, I don't know, sarin gas. That would be a bit of a weird one. I wonder. Right now, I can't really think like that. I kind of... What? Is it because of the fact that Zakuro's there? Is it because that somebody is finally listening to you and finally just letting you talk? Let's be honest, this guy literally has no parents or friends. He needs people like this. He really does. Wouldn't mind if the two could live on happily and be happy forever. That's... Ah, right. Interesting. What I thought when I talked to Mamiya-kun, that the world could be happy. If you fix a person like Takuji, of course, yeah, that you could be happy. That's what I wanted to pray for. Oh my God, what a... Whoa, who's that? What the fuck? No way, is it Ayumi? And... Nah, fuck off, I don't care. We're seeing who the hell that was.
Tadashi.
別に。ほら、
Where are we?
みんなんか
Yeah, no, she totally sees someone who is so vulnerable, who may have the potential to be happy, may not, who knows. Right, let's see what the genuine hell this is. What is this, man? I really want to look. I know this is kind of cheating, but I don't care. So, who do we have here? Well, I have no clue, is the first thing that I can say. What is this, man? This is such a weird image. This just doesn't feel like Subarashiki Hibi. So, firstly, we have angels, which is quite interesting. I actually have it near here. Reminds me of this. I set this as my phone wallpaper, so yeah. That's why I have it so recently screenshotted. I don't know who this is. They look like... Interesting outfit there. It looks like a Riruru potentially because of the sword. Interesting that July the 2nd is all the way over here as well. Why is it not centrally aligned? It looks like Hasaki. Maybe. I've got no idea who this is, though. It's interesting. We're going to see some new characters here, I'm assuming. Unusual. Very, very odd. So now we're going to see more of the life of Zakuro, I'm assuming. I absent-mindedly looked out at the window. That's... Someone was walking across the schoolyard. Why is he out there? Is that Takuji? That's Mamiya-kun. He was carefully walking across the edge of the courtyard, where there was a shadow from the fence. He looked like he was trying to step on a shadow. Oh Jesus, what is he doing? He walked to the left side of the schoolyard. Oh yeah, he totally is, yeah. Is he going behind the school? Actually, that's where the old pool is. So even though Takuji is a reasonably different person, still has some constant things about him. It looked like he was carrying a bunch of books. Makes sense, yeah. Free period, obviously. I couldn't imagine moving in a school like this. I mean, but to be fair, this is the ironic thing. Not most schools have an entry point to a sewer. Mine certainly doesn't, and also it doesn't have a swimming pool. God, I really do wonder where you'd go if you were to do something like this. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I think the only place you could reasonably go into is maybe the area... I don't know. Just go into the side team cupboard. To be fair, I do wonder if anybody has ever done that in my school, just 24-hour overnight camping challenge. Where's he going? Doesn't he have class? I looked at the clock. It'd have been 10 minutes since class started. No, he doesn't give a shit, no. Maybe he's skipping class. Totally, yeah. Oh yeah, apparently he skips classes a lot. Though I'm in a different class, so I don't really know how often he skips. Yeah, and my grades are terrible, and I skip classes all the time. That's what he said. He said it himself, yeah. Yeah, totally. Yeah, not like Yuki. I mean, Yuki's just barely passing, if anything. He said his grades were bad. I wonder how bad. Well, if he's skipping class all the time, they can't be all that great. While I was thinking about that, he came back again. Oh my, yeah. I guess that took about 10 minutes? He appeared again from the same place he had gone off, walking quickly through the shadows. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that he's obviously doing this, he's not making any effort not to be caught. He doesn't care though. He really doesn't. I think that's just how desperate he is. He walked across the yard in less than 2 minutes and disappeared off in the other direction. What's he doing? I kept looking out the window. The world on the other side of the glass looked very hot. Interesting. A few minutes later, he appeared again, carrying several books through the shadows. Well, so that nobody can catch him, I'd assume. Why does he have to walk in the shadows? Yeah, no, I agree. It just seems so much weirder. If he does that, he would stand out if he walked across the middle of the schoolyard, but either way, it's not like people aren't going to see him. No, I totally agree. I don't think it makes any sense whatsoever. Is he a vampire or something?
影の中なんだろ
Why is he walking in the shadows? As I was thinking about that, he disappeared behind the school again.
う。反対側で何があったっけ。
What's he going the other direction for? The front gate is the opposite end of the school from the back courtyard. Yeah. So he's going back and forth between the main gate and the back courtyard. Yeah, that's
そうい
interesting.
えば
Now that I think of it, there's a bicycle rack outside the front gate. Agreed, yeah. The time between him disappearing and showing up again was too long for him just to be going to the front gate, which would make the bicycle rack his most likely destination. Which means,
あれってもしかして駐輪場から何か運んでるの？
imagine if he's stealing something. No, he's not, but yeah. Maybe he's carrying something from the bicycle rack? Yeah. Maybe he brought some books from his house with his bicycle and now he's carrying them somewhere. Where though?
でもどこに運んでるんだろう。
But where's he bringing them to?
本を置くような場所なんてあんな場所にないはずだけど。
You'd be surprised. You just have to go down into the fucking sewer. I don't think there's any place to put books over in that direction. I think it's just really quite funny. She doesn't really have a romantic interest in Takuji, but at the same time, she's just unusual, and it's interesting that she sees in the glass that covers up the world, she sees a world of potential happiness and a world. Let me just get the exact phrase up. Yeah. Oh, that click was amazing. My knee is tired, holy shit. Maybe it's the case that since we're in the summertime period, it's really bright for him. Maybe his eyes are sensitive to the bright sunlight, like mine are. Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, isn't that interesting? It does show attraction, potential attraction. I don't think there's any place to put books over in that direction. You've hit the nail on the head, you just don't realise you have. The old pool is still there behind the school. An indoor pool was installed this spring, so the old one will probably be demolished, but there's not much of anything else over there. True. Still doesn't matter. There is something that could be made into, in theory, a really big library. I don't think there's a library or a warehouse or anything over there. What could he be doing? Drugs, obviously. Nah, I'm just kidding. Remember this part? It will be on the oh god. Somebody seems like he really cares about class. What, really? What are they learning though? Yes, really. Make sure to go back over that part. Stand. Oh god, the class rep. The class ended. I couldn't imagine having a class representative. I mean, I just can't imagine people taking them seriously as well. But to be fair, they have to. It's within their school protocol to do that. The class ended. The classroom instantly got noisy. And then I noticed class was over. Somebody was really concentrating during lesson. Oh no, that's bad. Hit the nail on the head. I wasn't listening at all. What? Why? I accidentally scribbled all over my math notes. Just ended up drawing more boring pictures. That's really interesting, but while I was looking outside, I was drawing something. Well, at least you're not masturbating. That's why everyone says I'm creepy. I never learn, do I? I find that really interesting to think about the fact that she's looking at Takuji and yet she's drawing pictures subconsciously. I think that kind of shows that her imagination is being stimulated, it's being encouraged by seeing Takuji, which is interesting because, I mean, maybe it's just a sign of hope and a sign of potential. I wonder if she's going to go and investigate. I didn't see Mamiya-kun walking across the yard anymore after class ended. Yeah, totally, yeah. This is the break period. Even for him, I guess. Yeah, don't. People might suspect you. And he might get bullied as well. I pushed my maths notes into my desk. Oh my god. Well, yeah, true. I won't be able to use my notes to study with all these scribbles on them. I guess I'll have to throw this notebook away and get a new one. So it's a consistent thing she does. Oh, Jesus. Takashima.
はい。
Eh? Oh, yes.
何ぼーってしているのよ。
What are you spacing out for? Why do you care?
ごめん。
I think it's just so funny how she looks so merciless in this sprite, don't you think?
高島ってさ、手に入れた？
Hey Takashima, do you have one?
何を？
Eh? One what? Oh god, Akasaka-san gently smiled at me. Oh yeah, but her smile was incredibly scary. I tried my best to answer it with a smile of my own.
だからさ、今度杉宮ライカでインストあるじゃん。それ
Oh,
の
you-
チケット手に入れた？
Like I said, there's a concert in Laika. Do you have a ticket?
杉宮ライカ？あ、うん。CD 屋でやるイベントのやつ。
Oh no, you shouldn't have said that.
持ってるよ。
Laika? Oh yeah. It sounds like Laika. It's ironic that it's themed of music. I can't help. If you know of Horikawa Daiko from Toho 14 Extra Stage, that's kind of what I'm thinking at the moment, especially because it's associated with music and drums and Blue Lady Show, my favourite. Timeout phase. Anyway, I'm really getting off topic. Laika? Oh yeah, the concert at the CD store. I have one.
そうなんだ。私さ、CD 買いに行くの遅かったから。
Yeah, why do we
チケット
care?
買えなかったんだ。
Oh, I see. I couldn't get a ticket since I didn't get to the CD store soon enough.
そうなの？
Really?
そうだよ。一昨日買いに行ったらもうなかった。
She shouldn't have said that she had one. Fuck, that was a mistake. But the thing is, of course you exploit people that are really good because they're always going to be honest. And they're not going to lie. It's not within their set behaviours, really. Really. I went the day before yesterday and there weren't any left.
昨日ライカに行ってきたけど、
Someone can't be bothered to use their money.
チケットまだあったと思う。
Too busy spending it on drugs. I think there were still tickets. I went there yesterday too.
なかったよ。
No way, there weren't any.
でも
But
見間違いでしょ？私が行った時なかったもん。
you must have been mistaken. There weren't any when I went. Oh yeah.
ああ、なんで高島手に入れたのに？
Geez, even though you got one.
うん、
Yeah.
赤坂さん、インストアのチケット
No way.
欲
Akasaka-san,
しい？
do you want my ticket?
うん、欲しい。
Yeah, I do.
うん。なら
Oh my
あげ
god.
るよ。明日持ってくるから。
God, you can just hear how scared she sounds. Fucking hell. You know somebody's threatening if she doesn't even have to ask for the ticket to be given. That's insane. That really is.
マジで？それ超嬉しい。
Really? That would be great. Yeah.
ありがとう。私ら超親友だね。
But she's literally a bully, what? Thanks, we're best friends, you know. Right. Oh, yeah. I hesitated before I responded. Her face looked really scary for a second. But then she started smiling again. I'm probably safe.
トイレ行かね。
Oh, Jesus. Do you want to go to the bath? Yeah, isn't it really quite funny to think about the fact that in front of other people she seems like she's such a nice and civil person, but then obviously when they go to the bathroom it will be a different story. Do you want to go to the bathroom? This is... Oh my god. I can... If I'm going to be honest, I hate to say this, but I can see why people bully her. I mean, she is seriously just the best target for people like this. Evil, evil people like this. Because she just can't say no. Genuinely. Oh, sure. She invited me to the bathroom. She invited me to the bathroom. She's usually in a good mood when she does that. She must be happy about the ticket.
Ah, Megu mo toire?
Oh, Megu, you're going too.
私らも行く。行くよな、Tachibanaも。
Yeah. We'll go too. Tachibana, you too.
私
God, seeing her, it really hits differently now. Me.
あ、ザクロ。私はザクロ行くんならついていく。
Ah, Zakuro. I'll come if Zakuro does. That's odd. God, just dragging her into your own affairs, that's evil. That really is. Yeah, that's odd. Kimika came along too. Kimika always bullies me, but the truth is, she's really nice. What? Yeah, no. I mean, no. So I suppose that really just gives you extra weight on it's my own invention. Let's be honest here. Seems like no one else knows, but Kimika is really kind. She's the kind of strong person who would never let someone change her mind. Yeah, just read it's my own invention, Zakuro. Though she is kind of distant. Yeah. No, totally. Who would? I mean, these people literally bully her. They are awful people. But I don't really get along with Akasaka Megu or Kitami Satoko. Yeah, totally. So I have to be really careful. I have to be super careful around them. Oh, God.
そしたら、私とかにその親父がいきなり声かけてきてさ。
Wait, what? So then the old... What? So then the old guy suddenly started talking to me.
3万円でどうかとか聞くわけ。
He asked if 30,000 yen would be enough.
それって超ありえなくない？
Isn't that ridiculous?
それって売春しないかって聞かれて。
You mean he asked you if you were a prostitute?
でさ、ムカつくからさ。
But you know, it really ticked me off. Aw. She ignored me and kept talking to Kitami-san instead. Maybe she's annoyed because I said something stupid. Seems like I stepped on a landmine.
金だけもらってブッチすればいいじゃん。
Why don't you just take his money and beat him up?
嫌だよ、キモい。
Isn't it funny to think about the fact that these people are really odd because they're basically forcing these other people to be there because obviously they're going to bully them, but they're just making the other people completely just dragged into their friendship. I mean, these people, they have such a poisonous friendship, Megu and Satoko, but the thing is, it's just interesting that she's forcing all of these people to see my friendship. Ah, yes, I'm having a conversation. It's so interesting, so everybody should come and view the conversation because that's really relevant. Yes, 100%. Yeah, it's odd. These people really are odd.
キモいよね。
Yeah, disgusting. Spoke in a quiet voice and agreed with her. Yeah, totally. I couldn't even tell whether she heard me, and I was sweating.
キモい。
Disgusting, just disgusting. This is the thing about these people. Zakuro and Kimika, they are at total mercy of the moods of these people. If they feel like taking something out on others, they will. Yeah, she only bullies Zakuro because of the fact that she's bullied by Kimika and Kitami and Akasaka, so obviously she wants to seem like somebody who's above and who, well, obviously she's roped into things. These people were evil. Old guy as well, Jesus. Well, Akasaka-san looked at me. I hurriedly agreed with her. These people were such sociopaths. Oh my god. It was scary having this old guy suddenly talking to me like that. That's so scary. It's like he just goes after any girls he sees. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. To be fair, I get that Megu's talking, but I don't disagree. I mean, you've got to be properly sad to see somebody who's probably around 18 to 20 just... Well, no, they're in third year and they're 17, I think. But still, you've got to be properly sad to see something like this. And then just think... to see somebody like this and just think, oh yes, I will literally pay money to fuck them. I mean, what kind of planet do you have to be on to think something like that? It must be so weird. Oh god, that are too desperate. Yeah.
さっきから適当な相槌を打ってるけど、ザクロそんな変態おじさんに話しかけられたことあるの?
God. You know, it seems like you're just agreeing with everything they say. Have you ever heard an old guy talk to you like that, Sakuro? Well, no, of course she wouldn't. Huh?
何? ザクロ、また適当に合わせてただけなの?
What? Zakuro? You were just going along with whatever they said, weren't you? Well, yeah, but the only thing is, I mean, obviously... I mean, sure, it's obvious, but what if she agrees? I mean, obviously she does have repeated fears about, for example, Megu and her looking a bit too scary and potentially looking like she'll take everything else on her, but...
いやあれだよ。結構高島みたいなのが2にはたまらねえんじゃね
Jesus. No, I bet geezers like that can't even resist girls like Takashima.
2ってなんだよ。
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
2ってなんだよ。
I thought she was gonna say wada, like you know, the kanji for wadao, in other words, to laugh. When people in Japanese text, they put wada, or I don't actually know how you read it. It's just the kanji for wadao and egao and hohoemu and stuff like that. But yeah, I thought she was gonna say that out loud. Geezers like that. Lol.
高島とかおっさん受けいいだろ、どう考えても。なんかドドンキーに売ってる変な衣装とか着てくれそうじゃん。メイドとかバニーさんとかさ。
The fuck is donkeys? well, I like the animalistic symbolism. Yeah, it's a sex shop and it has symbols and connotations of animals. That's what men are sometimes. Especially in sex-related terms. Yeah, just look at all of those people in Kagami's scene. I won't even say what was in the scene, but it's my own invention. You know what I mean. If you've read the visual novel. Takashima has to be popular with the geezers, right? I bet she would wear those weird outfits they sell in donkeys made out of it. This is disgusting. Fuck off. What is it your... I mean, even if she does, what is it your business?
ああ、わかるわかる。
Oh,
コスプレだ
Jesus.
ろ。こすっちゃうやつ。
They're so lucky they can actually get cosplay shops in Japan. That must be so cool. Just go... Oh my god, I would love that. I really, really would. But obviously, if it's NSFW cosplay, it can fuck off. Just imagine a Toho cosplay shop. That would be really cool. Or just a Toho shop in general, really. Or a shop that sells VN-related goods. I mean, I suppose Shirakawa-go would sell a lot of Higurashi goods. I don't know where you could find Subarashiki merch in Japan, though. Oh, yeah, cosplay, right? The one with all the cosplay stuff.
なんだよ、そのこすっちゃうってのは。
What do you mean, all the cosplay stuff? Lol.
言うんだよ。秋葉系はそう言うんだって。な、立花。
Oh my god, she sounds so nasty. That's what they call it in Akiba, right? Tachibana?
さあ、よくわからないけど。ザクロは聞いたことあるの？
Dunno, I'm not really sure. Have you heard of that, Zakuro? She's just expectantly looking at us. Oh, you arsehole. I haven't really heard much about it. Well, it's called cosplay.
そういうんだ。
Oh, Jesus.
だからザ
And
クロ
now
と
they're
か
gonna try and humiliate
気まま
her
にこす
because
っちゃ
they're
ったりす
sick.
るの？人前とか自宅で一人とかで？
Oh, really? So then, do you like to cosplay, Zakuro? Do you like to do it in public, or do you just do it at home? I think it's just so sick to think about the fact that So Kimika doesn't get bullied. She bullies Zakuro in turn, and she completely puts on a persona. Like, this isn't the real Kimika, and this isn't... I mean, I'm sorry, but a Kimika that's acting like she is here would never... Well, it's my own invention, would never have happened, but it's just horrible how these people... The fear of them totally influences her to be like this, and it's actually quite unbelievable. Oh, really? So then, do you like... Yeah... Oh god, this is gonna get really ugly really quickly.
相手がいないのに？マジでそれ少し変態入ってないの？
Oh god. At home, when no one else can see it, isn't that kind of weird?
私は
Yeah,
スプレーとかあまり
I don't really do anything like that.
しないのかよ。
You don't?
超ウケる。
I find it funny that everybody is saying lol. You would be perfect for it. Right. Yeah, just embarrass and humiliate her. Why don't you? Fuck off. I think she's laughing. No, she's laughing because she has to. It doesn't sound like a serious laugh. This is the part where I'm supposed to laugh. I don't really understand, but I desperately tried to make her smile. Yeah, God, this is horrible. This really is. When she saw that, Kimika laughed at me. Did I mess up again? Oh, yeah, no, I don't blame her. And especially with these people, you say one wrong thing and everything's being taken out of context. I totally see that. Yeah, it reminds me of stuff at my school as well. Just one wrong thing, that's all it takes, genuinely. Here at school, anything I can say can turn into a landmine. I'm always sweating in fear. And of course silence is always, it's just as bad. I stand out even more if I don't say anything. Oh yeah. Prayed for the bell to ring soon. I don't blame her, yeah. Yeah, so what? Why is it any of your business? You just want to bully her. But she draws manga. Well, good for her.
Zakuro, 授業中とかも書いてるよね。
Okay, I mean, to be fair, drawing during class isn't really the best thing for your productivity, but if I'm going to be honest, she's fucking up her own future by doing that. Well, I mean, she doesn't really have a choice. And let's be honest, with somebody who has a fear of people like this as much as possible, I don't blame her for not being able to do the best, but still. If she willfully does that, she's fucking up her own future. It's not something to laugh about, it's not something for you to care about, it's not any of your business. She draws during class too. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like that story about Zakuro and her unusual habits in class, I think that's all made up. I think she was just saying that so that she could arouse Takuji more and more. But that's actually really interesting, because if that's the case, maybe Zakuro never even loved Takuji, and maybe it was the case that Zakuro was just really enthusiastic, pretending to enthusiastically talk like everything that was happening here, so that she could fit in. I don't know, I feel like it's a little less likely. She sounded really enthusiastic. I don't know though. She just sounded too enthusiastic to be fakely talking. Oh my god, I could have said that better, but I hope you get what I mean.
Yeah.
No, that's...
何? また夏の秋葉系イベント?
Oh, Jesus. What, is there another event happening in Akiba this summer?
何? その秋葉系イベントって橘とか知ってるんだろ?
What, another Akiba event? Do you know about that, Tachibana?
有明で毎年やってるやつでしょ? オタが集まって
Oh, right.
なんか何十万人も集まって大変な事態になるんだよ.
I don't actually know about Akiba much. I suppose there's a shop called Akiba Home in Tokyo actually that sells Toho merch, but I don't know. The famous one they do every year, right? There are tens of thousands of otakus who gather there every year. It can get pretty crazy, I guess.
マジで? そりゃ集まりすぎだろ. 何やってるんだよ集団で.
Right. I could say a joke, but I don't know what. I don't think I should make it. Seriously, there are really that many. What the hell would they all do in one place?
それってやっぱり臭いんだろ? だって秋葉系が大集団になるんだろ?
Well, at least they're not complete shitheads and messed up and awful people. Might smell like shit there. It would be like an entire city of nerds.
知らねえよ. でも臭いんだろ? なあ、高島?
Don't ask me, but yeah, I bet it does. Right, Takashima? Yeah, she doesn't even agree with it. Oh no, now they're gonna draw the conclusion that she's gone to one of these things. Eh? Oh yeah. Well, there are a lot of smelly guys, and sometimes the women smell too.
なんでそんな臭い奴らが集まるんだよ? 集団になって何やんの?
Well, maybe because of the fact that Oh my god, these people, they just have such distorted impressions of anything. And if I'm going to be honest, these people are just the least real. I mean, they just look at an interest that people have and they fail to consider what the reason they are actually going there. They can't, just because of the fact that they're just using anything as an excuse to bully people more. They don't care about anything. These people don't have interest. They are the most boring people, if I'm going to be honest. They really are. It's interesting that Kimika has always had such a stone cold expression, just such a neutral expression as well. She's not happy to be here at all. Why would all those smelly people want to gather together? What are they all going to do together?
なんかアニメキャラクターのエロ本作って売るみたいだよ。あとアニメのキャラクターになりきったりするんだよ。
Well, okay, what's... I mean, I can't deny that I do agree that selling anime porn at a public event... I mean, people can do it, sure, but I just think... I do think it is a bit weird myself, but I'm not going to bully people for it. They sell anime porn, lol, and they dress up as anime characters too.
意味不明。だいたいさ、なんで高島はエロ漫画なんて書いてるわけ？
What the hell? Why would you draw porn like that, Takashima? Ah, yes, so she draws manga, so as a result of that, that implies directly that she draws porn. Where is your reasoning? I mean, she's a bully. Does she really have reasoning? Sure, you could ask that question, but... yeah. I think we all know the answer to that. These people don't have logic. Let's be honest here.
私は一応
What?
創作系でそういうのは
Oh no, so I don't really know what they're talking about here, but maybe... oh Jesus, yeah, they've really hit a bad note. For the record, I'm one of the producers, and that's kind of...
なんかアニメのキャラクターの男同士がエッチするやつ描くみたいだよ。
Two guys? God. I bet she draws those manga where two guys fuck.
私は
男同士で。
Oh Jesus, this is
それ人
awful.
としてやばくない？
Yeah. This is the worst thing about bullies, because they are getting something that is genuinely questionable. Okay, I'm sorry, but let's be honest here. I'm gonna make a wild move here. This is NSFW. These people look at NSFW. And I bet you their NSFW tastes are a lot worse than, I don't know, for example, Zakudo's taste. I mean, what I'm just trying to say is that, sure, this may be porn, but you're just evil to make fun of somebody for how they enjoy something as embarrassing as and as sensitive as that. Let's be honest here. I mean, if I'm going to be honest, even if the NSFW somebody looks at is sick or illegal, I mean, I think doing something about that and putting an end to a problem like that, because it is a problem if somebody looks at stuff like that, let's be honest here, just because of the fact that they are encouraging fully illegal activity. I mean, I think it's more a problem that needs to have something done about, rather than something somebody should bully another person about. I mean, bullying's just wrong no matter what happens. And if anything, I mean, it's NSFW as well. It's something that people don't exactly want to share with others. Even if it is something really bad, what business do these bullies have to know? It's not their problem. It's not their point. They should not know things like this. Two guys, really? What the hell is wrong with those people? To be fair, and this is the worst thing, I mean, I'm going to be honest, I agree, I don't like anything that has, well, NSFW, things like this especially, I'm just, no. But the thing is, this is the worst thing, because they're talking about a genuinely questionable subject, so I think their bullying has a greater weight, because if you say, ah yes, I'm into this thing, because of it being questionable, you're just going to be laughed at more. Two guys? Really? What the hell is wrong with those people? Well, I mean, what if they want business? Well, to be fair, you've still got to be pretty weird to want to produce things like that. But, I mean, this is the thing. Why is it your business what people produce? What random people that you don't know at all produce? Like, I'm being serious. What is their reason to care? Ha!
あ、やべえ。
your life is
次の
saved.
授業の鐘だ。
Oh crap, that was the bell for the next class.
次の授業ってリーダーじゃね
Oh god, isn't the next class in English?
そうだね。
Yeah, it is.
やべえ
Somebody hasn't done the homework?
どうしたの？
What is it?
今日さ、私役が絶対に当たる日なんだった
He's definitely gonna call on me today.
そういえばこの前はさとこの目の前までだったもんね。今日もやってないわけ？
Yeah, of course she didn't do her homework, it's typical. Now that you mention it, the person in front of you went last yesterday. Went last yesterday. So you didn't do your homework today either.
でもザクロも当たる日じゃないよ。
Oh Jesus, that's bad timing. But isn't it Zakuro's turn today too?
多分よくわからないけど多分当たると思う。
Yeah, probably. I'm not sure, but it probably is.
やってきた
Oh no, did you do it?
まあ
No, just oh fuck. Well, to be fair, if you lie to these people, they're just gonna give you hell later. Oh shit. Yes, I did it. But
ノート貸してよ
let me borrow your notebook.
でも
Yeah, but
私さ推薦狙ってるから
dude, you haven't done the
マジでやばいの
homework. Just fucking
成
accept
績
it.
が下がるのさ
Yeah, how are you going to get a How are you going to get rising grades and you're going to get a recommendation for college if you aren't willing to show the initiative yourself? You're a lazy fucker. Don't pry on people who actually are doing the work. Oh, things like these fucking piss me off. I mean, she's dedicated her time into doing this work. It's all a waste if that's going to happen. I'm trying to get a recommendation for the college here, so this really is important. My grades will fall. Yeah, it's your fault.
ノート渡
Yeah,
し
she's
た
probably never going to get it back. What if I give you my notebook?
コピー取る時間もないしさマジで貸してよ
That's evil. There's no time for me to copy it. Just let me borrow it.
いいんじゃね。高島授業休めばいいじゃん。気分が悪いって言えば問題ないんじゃない？
I hate these people. Can't you just skip class, Takashima? They'll let you go if you say you're not feeling well, won't they?
そうしてもらえると助かるほんとノート必要なんだわ
Well, let's hope people can recognize the different. I was going to say differential. The differences in writing. They just have maths. How many times do Japanese people have math and English a week? I'm curious. Right, how many times do Japanese people have English a week? School. Can't really find anything. I hate these people. You deserve bad grades more than anybody. It would help me out a lot if you could. I need your notebook. Bastard.
マジで？
Really?
分かった。ノート
She's too kind. She really, really is. Alright, I'll let you borrow it.
超助かる私たちちゃんと先生に説明つくからさ
Great. We'll explain to the teacher. Sure.
やっぱ持つべきものは友達だよね
Okay, firstly, you sounded like Higurashi spoiler. Firstly, you sounded like Shion with that laugh when she was going insane in Meakashi. But secondly, friends. Really? Really? You're so fucking delirious. What's Kimiko gonna say? Yeah, so you just make yourself and your overall reputation look worse. I can't put them in a bad mood over something small like this. Oh god. I'll lose my... Oh my god, that's insane! She's losing something so big over something so little. That's nuts. I'll lose my award for 3 years of perfect attendance, but still, compared to what could happen, it's not a big deal. I can't believe that. So these people are so threatening that an award that you have been maintaining for 3 years is less important. Fucking hell, so I guess I have no choice. Oh yeah.
本当に優しいんだね、ザクロ。
You're so kind, Zakuro. Oh. After she said that, she pinched my arm for some reason. Yeah, reasonable. She didn't seem all that happy about my decision.
授
Yeah.
業をサボっちゃった。
I'm skipping class. No, I really don't blame her. Yeah, and it's just horrible to think about the fact that what has happened is the bully has encouraged you to do a bad habit, and as a result of that bully making your life harder, not only is your reputation going to be potentially affected, you're going to have a potentially affected reputation. Your life is just in general going to be harder because of the fact that now you're going to have to explain a random absence. You're going to have to explain lots, and I do wonder, I mean, what if the teacher detects that Satoko is using Zakuro's notebook? Oh. And she's not in the room to help Satoko have an explanation. That's not going to be very good. Stood alone in the hallway. Yeah, go see Takuji, let's be honest. That's what's going to happen. I'd never skipped class before, so I didn't know what to do. I have to go to the school infirmary. That's what I was told. If you feel bad, go rest in the infirmary. Yeah. I mean, she's feeling totally okay. But maybe the nurse would see through me if I faked an illness. Since I don't actually feel bad. Yeah, totally. Just fucking run, to be honest. What should I do? Oh, yeah. Be careful of arseholes like Yuki or Tsubasa's crowd. A quiet hallway. It's not really a question of what to do. There isn't anything I can do here.
そっか。せめてノートと
Oh
鉛
god,
筆で
that's
もあれば
awful.
できることも多かったかも。
Well, there are a lot of things I could do if I had a notebook and pencil. No, but it's just been totally taken from her. Jeez, if only I had something to do. Can't even go to the infirmary. Well, honestly, I didn't really want to go in there in the first place. Yeah, no, totally. You're just wasting their
こうい
time.
う時ってどうしたらいいんだろう。
Not only because the nurse will probably see through me, but also since there's no reason to go to the infirmary when I feel perfectly fine. Yeah. Yeah, no, fair. So forced. she's probably... Well, I think this implies that she has actually been to one of these Akiba cons before, and it's just really quite sad to think about the fact that, I mean, obviously you've been to one of these things and people were making fun of everything, and yeah, it's just really sad to think about the fact that you've been to an event, maybe you've had a good experience, and then you just hear bullies that are completely trying to bring your interest down, and obviously they're trying to paint the experience that you've had in the worst possible light. I do wonder what she makes. Maybe she's one of the producers at the Akiba Con, and she actually sells her drawings to people worldwide. I mean, that must be seriously impressive. She must be really good at what she does. Yeah, and it's interesting how all of these things, they really, really encourage people to make bad choices. Isn't it interesting to think about the fact that Kimika was the one who suggested that Zakuro was being here, and it's interesting Kimika just subtly making it so that Zakuro knows she is the one who is doing something that is wrong here, and she is the one who is, well, the one who's being a bit stupid. But the only thing is she is so kind, and she's so scared as well. She's not only kind, but she's afraid of these people and what they could potentially do to her. I mean, this is insane. Yeah, and I think Kimika is somebody who totally realizes just the fact that Zakuro, she can't say no to people, she finds it so hard, and as a result of that, she's just sad about the fact that somebody so kind is being taken advantage of in the worst possible way. Dude, why is there so much of a fucking light? Oh, now it all makes sense. I'm reading about dickheads and I'm looking at dickheads in real life. I wandered through the hallway alone, lost in thought. Oh. Oh. Oh, right, I hid in the bathroom when I saw someone coming. Yeah, reasonable.
だからさ、マジでそれはないって。
Yeah, hide. Good intuition,
いや
seriously.
な
there's no
い
way.
とかないでしょう。それ絶対にないでしょう。
Fucking hell, yeah, that's really good intuition. Fuck. Seriously, there's no way. No, really, it really was.
いや、マジでマジでマジで。
No, seriously, seriously, no.
また隠しちゃって、武勇伝隠しちゃって。
There you go again. I'm telling you, you should have seen it. Why are they in the girls' bathroom? I leaned on the door.
あれって
You don't say that out loud! Those are lowlifes. Oh yeah, they're not. They're horrible. They just traumatise people for, oh, hahaha, so funny moments and entertainment. They're the worst people on this earth. These are the type of people that live for the misery of others. They don't seem like good people. They almost always skip class. That's right, people like that are wandering around. Yeah, you've got to be very careful. That's why people like Takuji are just so vulnerable to bullying. Yeah, don't leave the bathroom. It's better than being scolded or having risk. For these people, does that mean I can't leave the bathroom?
どうしよう1時間も一人で
Well, it's better than being bullied by assholes. And when I say bullied, I mean seriously in trouble. Getting seriously in trouble. What should I do? Sitting in the bathroom alone for an hour is kind of... Or maybe there might be some other place there where they won't see me. Some place the teachers won't find me either. Yeah, in the old pool by any chance? If you weren't in the bathroom. Yeah, I guess the bathroom really is my only choice.
そういえば
Actually. Yeah, is Mamiya-kun skipping class right now?
間宮君なら
He totally does,
普
yeah.
段なら先生には見つからない場所とか知ってるかな
I wonder if Mamiya-kun knows a place where no one will bother him. He went off towards the old pool.
行ってみようかな
Or just make sure that Inuma and... No, sorry, Ida and... Wait, Inuma and Ida, are they different? I think they might be different people. Inuma's the guy with orange hair. I don't know who Ida is. Maybe I should go look. Wait, I'll actually check. Never mind, I'll just get spoilers. Maybe I should go look. You don't, to be fair, but you don't want to be caught up with these arseholes. After all, I have nothing else to do for the next hour.
誰も
She is so lucky she wasn't caught. Holy fuck. She really is. But to be fair, I suppose they were just passing. They didn't really suspect her. But still, she's lucky she wasn't caught by by Tomo-sane, or by, I don't know, just any of Tsubasa's friend group in general, really. No one's here. I thought Mamiya-kun came this way. I guess he's not here. He is if you know where to look.
それともこの時間は授業に出てるの？
This is Takuji we're talking about. Let's be honest, why would he do that? Or maybe he went to class. That might be it. There's no guarantee he skipped class again.
あれ？
は
なんかあれ？墨？
Ash. What? There was a black spot next to the pool. Oh, that's interesting. He's really not trying to put them out. God, somebody doesn't care about the environment. I mean, of course, it doesn't blame me that... I don't blame him for not. I can totally see why he wouldn't. When I looked closer, I noticed that they were burnt cinders. Interesting that Takuji's probably a chronic smoker, and he's also very dangerous in terms of what he's doing to his health here. When I looked closer, I noticed that they were burnt cinders. It's just another indication of how damaged of a person Takuji is. Ah, I thought it was cigarette butts. Yeah. So it's that event with Tomo-sane that happened here recently.
何やってるの？
Oh, it's him right there. Yeah, what are you doing? I can't remember in It's My Own Invention. Did this same thing happen? Probably around... My god, we really need to go back. Oh, that's not the desk fucking scene. No. No, it's completely different, I think. No, it doesn't follow a similar structure. Oh wait, no, that's actually really quite ironic. Yeah, so no, Tomo-sane did do this to Takuji, and then Zakuro ironically had her first meeting with Takuji. Right, that's interesting. What are you doing? Yeah, it is manga, and it's just an indication of the fact that somebody who may be so fearful is really, really bullied. Fucking collector's edition as well. I mean, it means nothing in the merciless hands of a bully, but at the same time, I mean, it's just... To add insult to injury, you just have to erase one of the best versions that somebody could have of that manga. I mean, he must find that really valuable as well. It's just so evil that it's destroyed for the sake of a bully's entertainment. Here he is, wow. Interesting that we have these sprites of Takuji, his innocent sprites and his more normal sprites. I mean, I hate to say it, I think Takuji's I think Takuji is sane here. But obviously we're seeing the same sprites of Takuji rather than Kyuseishu-sama, those sprites. I suddenly heard someone behind me. When I turned around, Mamiya-kun was standing there. Yeah, he wasn't there a moment ago. Isn't it ironic that every time somebody comes to the pool for the first time, that's the way Takuji greets them?
何か燃えてて。
Something was burning, so...
そんなわけないよ。そんなに大きな火じゃなかったんだからさ。
Oh god, I feel so bad for him. Look look at not only his innocent eyes, if you ask me, innocent, really, really sad eyes, and dark eyes as well. And tears. I just feel so bad. It's just sick. It really is. I mean, if it wasn't for bullying, I think he probably could have had a shot at having a future, you know, just having... Well, I don't know. I mean, he could just make more of his life rather than just spending his entire day just locked up and isolated and skipping school and not really having many friends and being totally affected by his bullying and having no one to talk to. It's just so sad. To be fair, he would be damaged even if it wasn't for the bullying because of his home life, but it wouldn't be as bad. Maybe he'd have drive to motivate himself. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Not really. It wasn't a very big fire.
そうじゃなくて、
Yeah.
炭があったから。
That's not what I mean. There was smoke in the air.
だから何？
So what? Yeah, now he feels totally threatened. I'm sorry.
君は？
Who are you?
高島
Oh my
ザクロ
god, he really can't see that
間宮君の
much.
隣のクラスの
And he's completely forgotten about the interaction we had. I'm Takashima Zakuro. I'm in the class next to yours.
隣のクラス？
The next class?
何？サボり？
Yeah,
君っ
oh,
て
never
確か
mind.
真面目な生徒じゃなかったっけ？
No, but if I'm going to be honest, I feel that that really, really shows just the extent of how bad his eyes are. I mean, he can obviously see things in short ranges because he can read manga and obviously he can go on the underground message board as well, but he can't see things within long distances, which I find really interesting. It's just interesting that that's only something we're learning now. What, skipping class? Weren't you a good student?
なんか諸事情があって
She does, to be fair, yeah, I have certain circumstances. Well, so does he.
諸事情？何それ？
Circumstances? What do you mean?
間宮君は
Yeah, interesting that it's something that's really unpleasant, so she doesn't want to talk about it. What about you?
は？
間宮君は何をしてたの
What were you doing?
僕は別に。
Nothing really.
燃えてた
Yeah.
もしかして燃やされてたとか
Your books were burning, though. Did someone make you burn them?
違うよ。
God, look at how sad he looks. No.
たださ、この漫画のヒロインが処女じゃなかったからムカついて燃やして、それを動画にアップしてやろうかと思って。
Dude, don't make yourself seem like a total fucking loser. Somebody did burn this. Actually, to be fair, we don't know that because we don't know whether this is an exact replica of Chapter 3. It's just... It bugged me how the heroine in this manga wasn't a virgin, so I was gonna burn it and upload the video.
漫画のヒロイン
Right. The heroine?
そうだよ。別にいじめられてたからじゃない。ただ僕はそれが許せ
He
なか
sounds
った。
like he's totally having a cover story.
これを燃やして。
I love that he's pissed off about that, by the way, that's so funny. Or at least that he's making that up as a cover story. I think that's such a funny excuse though, I'm sorry, I can't help but laugh. It's so something that Takuji would say, let's be honest here.
その漫画知ってるよ
I read that manga.
知
Oh,
ってるの？
you did?
私漫画好きだから
This is going to be interesting to see how Takuji treats Zakuro just because of the fact that he's had more of an opportunity to get to know her and to casually talk to her, and if you ask me, less opportunity for his mind to conjure up doubt, obviously because of the fact that she's a woman and he's had horrible experiences with women in the past, so just using them to influence his impression of Zakuro. I don't think that will happen here. Yeah, I like manga.
そう
Oh. It looked like he was going to smile for a moment, but then he gave a casual response. Like he was trying to say, I don't care.
漫画好きにそうなんだ
So you like manga? I see.
だいたい少女漫画とかだけど
Yeah.
でも少年誌とかも読むんだ
Yeah, mostly just shoujo manga, but I read shonen too.
そうどうせ
不女子
不女子とかでしょ
Oh god, what's
そういう
that?
とオタの男にチヤホヤされるの
So you must be a hujoshi, right? The otakus must be all over you.
私はそんなんじゃ
No, I'm not a...
そうどうでもいいけど
What is a
そん
hujoshi?
なこと
I'm assuming it's something rude. Oh, right. Term for girls who like yaoi. Okay, then. Well, who cares about something like that? Yeah, no, and isn't it interesting? We can just totally see... Yeah, of course it would. Yeah, the atmosphere felt uneasy. Did I step on another? Oh, that's evil. I mean, she's just trying to casually share her interests and share what she finds alright and what she enjoys, and Takuji is just totally feeling threatened, so much so that a landmine is stepped on. So I do wonder what Zakuro's perspective is going to be like, especially after July the 12th, and also why she is going to suddenly get away from Takuji. That's going to be quite something. Did I step on another landmine?
間宮君は漫画好きなの
Do you like manga, Mamiya-kun?
キモオタは大体漫画好きなんじゃない
Don't most lurs like manga?
それで間宮君は
So what about you?
はあだったら好きに決まってるじゃない
Of course I do, I just said it.
ごめん
I'm sorry.
あのさいなくなってくれない
Yeah, could you just go away?
あの
こんなところに突っ立ってたらさ勇気とかに見つかってまたボコボコにされるからさ
Yeah, it's a total cover story. If you just stand around here, Yuki will see us and then we'll get beat up again. Yeah. Yuki? Oh, he must be one of those thugs. Yep.
あの
I'm...
私も
あのさ君がいると僕帰れないんだよそれだと困るんだよ
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, as long as you're here, I can't go back. You're bothering me. Go back. It must feel so ambiguous to her. I totally get what he's saying, though. Why can't he go back because of me? You are the restraint that is holding him back to achieve his dreams. No, it's not like that at all.
何度も言わせないでよ
Don't make me repeat myself. He's so threatened, and it's horrible because Zakuro is doing nothing other than trying to offer her utmost kindness and trying to engage within interests, just trying to find something they have in common. She's trying her hardest, and she really deserves a friend just for how much she's trying. It's just so sad to think about the fact that Takuji's impressions of people were just so distorted from bullying.
謝るのはいいからさいなくなってよ
Yeah, no, he just feels so threatened from even from people who are trying to be kind. I don't need your apologies. Just disappear. Otherwise, his face twisted in fear. He was looking at.
さっきの人たち
Yeah, get out now, get out. The people from before. Get out. Yeah, and oh, Mamiya-kun grabbed my collar and pushed me down.
なんか今さ女子の悲鳴聞こえなかった。
Did you just hear a girl's voice?
それって城山たまりすぎでしょ
The fuck? Why is his name Ida rather than Nimada here? What? What? You're just imagining things because you haven't got any action. Like,
違くてさ、マジで。
no, really. Yeah, and of course you're excited, you fucking sadist.
なんでこんなことに。ちくしょ
Just
う。
go.
どうしたらいいんだよ。もうあんな近くじゃないか。
Jeez, why did it turn out like this? Damn it, what should I do? They're already so close.
あのな、これから見ることを言うなよ。
You can't tell anyone about what you're going to see.
何を？
What?
いいんだよ。とりあえず約束しろよ。絶対に言うなよ。
Promise that you won't tell anyone about it. Oh, sure.
こっちだってさ、こっちで誰か青缶やってるんじゃね？
Of course you imagine that. To be fair, I mean, you don't even have to be a bully to think walking in on somebody fucking somebody else in public, that would be quite funny. But yeah, obviously these people would then try to bully them, which is not okay. You should report that, not bully them and make them feel worse. It came from over here. Someone's probably fucking.
ちょ待てよ
Hey, wait up. Why are you called Ida? I don't understand.
ほら、
Yeah, so they're going in just like IMOI. Come on. Eh? He pulled on my hand hard into the open manhole.
何やってるの？早く入れよ。そのはしごを降りて。
What are you doing? Get in. Just go down the ladder. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, after I went in, Mamiya-kun came down and immediately put the lid back over the manhole. Yeah, good. It's pitch black inside.
黙って。あと、このはしご結構
Yeah,
高いから
totally.
気をつけろよ。怪我するから。
Be quiet. Also, this ladder is pretty high, so be careful. Yep, we're only telling her now. Oh, okay.
あれ？
Huh?
ほら誰もいないでしょ
Ah, yes, he's obviously deprived of sexual intercourse. Look, no one's here, just like I said.
おかしいな。声したんだけど。
Oh, it's very good that you were proven wrong. That's weird. I'm sure I heard someone,
いないじゃん
but there's no one around here.
確かに声したんだけどな。
Definitely heard someone.
タバコある
You got any smokes?
ああ、あるよ。
Yeah, a few. Yeah, just destroy your health while you're at it.
ブンターですか
Sevens, huh?
ブンタの何が悪いんだよ。
Hang on, what? That's what... I swear that's what Yuki smoked. What? Wait, I've got to see. This is just around the scene after Takuji remembers his trauma, I think. Oh yeah, here we go, yeah. So ugly. Seriously. Oh wait, here we are. Oh wait. Tomo-san is the person who hates sevens.
Yeah. なんかおっさん臭いじゃんブンターとかってさ
Yeah. What, like the person who wanted to fuck Megu? Simmons is the kind of crap old men smoke.
ああそんなこと言うやつはハッカー時の1ミリでも吸ってろよ
Huh? Why don't you go smoke your mint crap then? I bet you all of this is illegal, and I bet you also that, yeah, they don't exactly have... I don't know what I was going to say, but yeah, why don't you go smoke your mint crap then?
あいつら
Oh yeah,
上でタバコ吸い始めた。
those bastards are smoking up there.
間宮くん
Mamiyaku.
うん。
Yeah, no, this must be terrifying. My hands have gone numb.
しょうがないな。
Yeah.
そのまま下に降りて。
There's no hope. Go down the ladder, I guess. Down?
そう。下まで行ったら明かりつけるから。とりあえず下降りて。
Yeah, I'll turn on the lights when we get to the bottom. So go down. Oh. Sure. Ooh. Either the well was very deep, or she fell very slowly. For she had plenty of time as she went down to look about her and to wonder what was going to happen
まる
next.
でアリスが落ちたウサギの泡みたい
It's like the rabbit hole Alice fell down.
と。
Interesting.
ここからさ、あっち行ってよ。あっち行くとさ、
Oh,
硫黄水路から出
interesting.
られるからさ。
Interesting how this differs. From here, you can get out through the irrigation canal, so just go that way.
あっち
That way?
ほら、あっちの深くなってる方。
Look over there, further in.
あっちって靴汚れ
Well,
ち
it's
ゃう
better than being defiled by bullies. Or really abused. Well, my shoes will get dirty.
はあ、そんなこと知らないよ。
Huh? Who cares about that?
なんか聞こえたってマジで
Oh shit. That's something seriously.
また
Isn't it interesting how he just always cowers in fear
いや
the
マジで
second they talk?
女と男の声するって
No, really, I heard a guy and a girl.
あんまり大声出すと
Yeah, shut up, seriously, if we talk too loudly.
わかってるよ。
To be fair, they've got so many hiding places here. I know that.
だからさ絶対溜まってるから
You're hearing things. You need to get laid, man.
ちげえよ
Right, that's not it. They're gonna find out.
絶対に言うなよ。
Do you promise not to tell anyone?
何を
About what?
言え
This.
ないから聞いてるんでしょ。
Can't say what, which is why I'm asking. Oh, okay.
たく、君の弱みでも握らないと教えられないんだけど。
Jeez, if I don't have any dirt on you, I really can't tell you, though.
弱
Do I?
なんでもないよ。いちいちうるさいよ。
Nothing. Who cares about that?
みごめん
Sorry. Mami-yakun is kind of mysterious. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, sometimes he seems frightened like this. Other times he's relaxed. And sometimes he's really scary. The reason why he's so instantly and instinctively fearful of these people is just a response to trauma, let's be honest. These people have fully done the worst they can, and they are the most awful people.
たくさ、弱みとかさ、言えないよ。
Yeah.
たく、下着の写真でも撮らせろとか言えばいいのかよ。
Of course,
たく
you...
よ。
Jeez, of course you can't say something like that. That's too embarrassing. Couldn't hear him well, but he was mumbling something to himself. Mami-yakun always seems to be talking to himself, just like this. It's kind of strange. Oh, fuck.
ここ
Interesting. So Zakudor's going to be shown the hiding place. Oh, nope. Gotta go to the 4th page now. Weird. Weird thought. That was fun. Unfortunately, I don't really have much time to read today. I never have time. That's my life. Yeah, I skimmed through everything that was there. I was just really, really interested and I just could not stop. Oh my god, can you imagine what would happen if Tsubasa and also Ida rather than Numada, which I don't really understand the name change, but yeah, I do wonder what the cause of that is. We always have things that are really, really weird. We have not only the change of Zakuro, but also the change of Numada. Out of everybody we have who could change their name, he is one of the people. And also Takuji and Yuki as well. Funny that we haven't actually seen Yuki so far. We normally see Yuki right at the beginning of all of these chapters. Well, not really chapter 3, but yeah, no, actually, I don't know what I was trying to say. It just feels really quite unusual to think about the fact that we're hearing, you know, Yoru no Himawari, and also we're seeing just a reflection of thoughts, and yet at the same time we don't really have any relation to Yuki. And also the fact that Takuji is smoking just like Yuki. I'm quite surprised that Takuji smokes, if I'm going to be honest. I didn't really think he'd go down to that level, but looks like he does. That was some really quite interesting stuff today, I think. And yeah, just in general, I really like the Looking Glass House related monologue that Zakuro has, and it was interesting just to get a little more inside her head. It was also interesting to see more about her bullying with regards to Megu and Satoko, and yeah, how she is a complete victim. It was horrible, but it was interesting, and it built up just more hatred for them in general, really. And yeah, it was nice to see everything that was going on with her and Takuji as well. And I am going to be excited to see what happens with this story. There is a lot that hasn't been explained. I really do wonder about the chapter menu. You know, when it said July the 2nd and there was that really weird and unknown picture. I'm so excited to see the change in Zakuro's personality, and also what her mental processes are going to be while going through horrible scenes like the one where she is completely bullied by Kitami and Megu. I'm going to be really interested to see that. And also just in general what happens after the suicide as well. God, there's going to be a lot that's really, really dark that's going to happen in this story, but I think it's going to be nice. Just to get more context, really. So yeah, that's... Oh, fuck. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm actually really quite excited to read more, so yeah, see you then. I know I glossed over the last part of it, but I will reread, and especially that Alice monologue that Zakuro was thinking of, seeing if we could derive any meaning from that. Right, I hope you guys enjoyed this, so yeah, see you later.